A game changer in renewable energy, introducing CASSIOPEIA's solar farm. Wouldn't it be awesome if we had a giant solar panel system in space that we could use to produce electricity for humans on Earth? Get ready! The future of renewable energy is about to take a giant leap forward with this revolutionary new project. Allow me to introduce you to the CASSIOPEIA. The team at CASSIOPEIA are building a solar farm in space, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. The first question is, how is this gonna actually happen? How are we going to build a solar farm in space? Well, more than 50 technology organizations from the UK have joined the UK Space Energy Initiative to explore options for developing a space-based solar power plant. These organizations include big players like satellite maker SSTL and Cambridge University. Now, the SEI initiative plans to help the UK meet its target of zero greenhouse gas emissions by the year 2025. They want to stop carbon emissions completely by 2050 to halt progressing climate change. Chairman of this initiative, Martin Soltau, spoke at the Tour to Space-Enabled Net Zero Earth Conference in April 2022 and revealed that they've already developed the technology that's required to develop a space solar farm. So what's the problem now? Why don't we just shoot solar panels into space and start getting an unlimited supply of electricity? Well, the problem is the scope and size of such a project that'll produce enough electricity to power the UK. Here it's important to note that the Space Energy Initiative bases its plans for the solar space farm on research conducted by consultancy Fraser Nash. While talking about this research, Martin Soltau said, "The study concluded that this is technically viable and doesn't require any breakthroughs in the laws of physics, new materials, or component technology." And the good news is that Martin believes that we'll be able to make this space solar farm a reality by 2035. That's like 12 years from now. With that being said, let's dive a little deeper into the project. The Space Energy Initiative is working on a project called CASSIOPEIA, which stands for Constant Aperture, Solid State, Integrated Orbital Phased Array. This is a modular concept developed by International Electric Company, an engineering firm based in the UK. The modular nature of CASSIOPEIA is what sets it apart from traditional solar power farms. You see, the project can be expanded even after the demonstration phase. This means that it has the potential to grow and evolve as technology advances and the demand for clean energy increases. But let's not forget about the size of the demonstration phase. It's no small feat. The demonstration phase of CASSIOPEIA will be several miles across and will require no less than 300 launches of a rocket the size of spacex Starship to deliver it to orbit. The location of the solar farm is also key to its success. CASSIOPEIA will orbit 22,000 miles above our planet, which is 36,000 kilometers. This location provides the farm with a constant view of the sun, which means it'll be able to generate energy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And just think about the view it'll have of Earth. Imagine having a bird's eye view of our planet and the potential to make a real impact on the future of renewable energy. That's what CASSIOPEIA is all about. Soltau succinctly explained the process by stating, "The principal functions of the satellite are collecting the solar energy via large, lightweight mirrors and concentrating optics onto photovoltaic cells, just like we do on Earth. They produce direct current electricity that's then converted into microwaves via solid-state radio frequency power amplifiers and transmitted in a coherent microwave beam down to Earth." So where are the funds coming from? We all know that this is going to cost millions of dollars, so it's important to discuss how this project is being funded. So in early 2022, the UK government announced that they'll be spending €3 million on space-based solar power projects. And it is expected that the Space Energy Initiative will get a big chunk of this money. Now let's discuss how it'll be built. Hundreds of thousands of small modules will be produced in factories on this planet, and these identical modules will be used to create satellites. The next step is to launch the solar panels into space. Researchers intend to use reusable rockets to carry the panels into orbit, which will reduce the cost of the project as well as the impact on the environment. I mean, the primary goal of this project is to protect the environment of our beloved planet, right? Now, once the solar panels reach the orbit, autonomous robots will be used to assemble the solar farm. These robots will also service and maintain the entire solar farm. The energy collected by these satellites will then be converted into high-frequency radio waves. But the question is, How exactly this clean energy will be delivered back to Earth to be used by us humans? Well, the key to receiving this enormous amount of energy on Earth is a giant antenna dubbed the rectenna. According to Soltau, this rectenna will be 7 by 13 kilometers in size. It'll receive high-frequency microwave radiation and convert it into electricity. Each of these satellites will potentially produce 2 gigawatts of power. This amount of energy is comparable to the amount of energy a nuclear power station on Earth can produce. To give you guys a clearer picture, Shotwick Solar Park, located in northern Wales, is the largest solar power plant in the United Kingdom, and it produces just 72.2 megawatts of energy, and 2 during peak installation times. In fact, only the largest solar power plants on Earth are capable of reaching the gigawatt mark. You must be wondering why we need to build a solar farm in space. For starters, space has the sun, one of the trillions of stars out there. This means that space can provide us with unlimited, constant, and clean energy. We don't have to worry about changing weather patterns, clouds, or other environmental factors that normally block the rays of the sun if we're producing electricity through a solar farm on Earth. You see, although solar power is one of the best clean energy sources, solar panels on Earth aren't capable of utilizing 100% power from the sun. This is due to the fact that we get sunlight in the daytime only. And another factor is that much of the sunlight reaching the Earth is absorbed by the atmosphere. In comparison, the sunlight is 10 times stronger in space. Simply put, a solar farm in space means that we'll be able to generate electricity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without any interruptions. The space-based solar farm has the potential to produce a staggering amount of electricity compared to any terrestrial solar power plant of a similar size. Imagine this: a solar panel placed on Earth in the UK can only harvest a certain amount of energy, but an identical solar panel in space, as part of CASSIOPEIA, would harness over 13 times more energy. That's right, 13 times more energy from the same size panel. And guess what? It gets even better. Since the solar farm in space will convert the rays of the sun into high-frequency microwave beams that'll be sent back to Earth, we won't even have to worry about land use. Also, the energy produced by this space solar farm will power entire cities and countries. The energy will be accessible anywhere on the planet, regardless of weather conditions or other environmental factors. This means that communities that are currently off the grid or that have limited access to energy will be able to access clean, sustainable energy. We'll no longer rely on fossil fuels or other finite sources of energy. I would say this is a game changer. The future of energy is here, and it's happening in space. And this is just the beginning. I would say that if everything goes well, we have a bright future. The team working on this project has big plans for the future. They are working hard to develop new technologies to make it possible for humans to mine the vast and infinite resources of space. And who knows, one day we'll have human settlements in space. That's all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the CASSIOPEIA project. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment below to let us know what you think. And if you're interested in learning more, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to never miss any updates. Until next time, take care and stay tuned.